hope you're feeling all right after that steel cage match.
Look, if you're worried about our match later, I'll be fine. Turns out I actually performed better with possibly cracked ribs.
Just remember, the winning mixed match challenge team gets $500,000 to donate to whatever charity they want. I don't want to miss out on that because you've got your hands full with other things.
My hands aren't full at all. Look, completely empty. I even had time to think of an awesome team name. Team Rowdy Trey.
You clearly just thought of that, so I think that proves my point about you being distracted.
No, that took weeks of brainstorming. I swear, I even had a think tank put their heads together on it.
Whatever, just make sure you bring your A game later.
The mixed match challenge starts tonight and everyone else knows who they're teaming with. So when are you gonna tell me who my partner is on my way to the ring?
Oh, did I forget to assign you a partner? Must have slipped my mind.
Yeah, I'm sure.
To make it up to you, I'll let you choose your teammate.
Great. I choose Seth Rollins.
You didn't let me finish. I'll let you choose from a group of superstars that I've selected.
Is Seth Rollins one of them?
No. Your choices are Kurt Hawkins, who's now lost over 1,000 consecutive matches, your old trainer, Riley Flash, who I have no doubt is in tremendous ring shape, especially after just flying in from Calgary on 6 connections. It was the cheapest fare I could get last minute. And finally, Drew McIntyre. You might remember he recently helped Becky Lynch acquire your SmackDown Live Women's Championship, so I'm sure you two would work really well together. I know it must be hard to pick from those 3 amazing options, but I need an answer now. See, when you're willing to put your gas station toilet seat of an attitude aside, we can work together after all.
As the mixed match challenge kicks off, most teams have had weeks to prepare. However, due to Brooklyn Von Braun dragging her feet, Red's team formed just minutes ago. This has to be a major disadvantage.
I agree. Not to mention, they didn't even have time to come up with a cool team name.
That should be the least of their concerns, Saxton. The bigger issue is Red and Drew McIntyre trying to coexist after their recent history in the best-of-5 series. Drew won the final match to help Becky Lynch capture the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. There is no way Red's gotten over that.
This is how people end up getting hurt. Boom, what a kick. What a forearm.
Big reversal.
Single leg drop kick. Producing a trampling. Oh, straight forearm. Oh, and the rolling neck snap.
Gets out of dodge there.
Carmella with a nice reversal. An impressive series of moves.
Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
Nice amateur takedown. And it's Carmella answering back. No, another reversal.
Neither one of them are willing to give an inch here.
Carmella may be in a bad way here.
Tear the features clean off your face.
Stringing together some big moves here.
She's capable of bursts of great activity. The key is sustaining the effort.
Sit out powerbomb. And a kick. Too soon. I say Drew McIntyre's career is a story of 2 completely different chapters. McIntyre himself would tell you his first chapter didn't quite go as planned, but boy, chapter 2 is a whole nother story.
The lucky fans here in Los Angeles have been witness to many historic moments, including WrestleMania 7. Power bomb! What does Carmella have to do to regain her composure? Carmella with a nice reversal. And another reversal.
Seems like we're back where we began, Michael.
Oh, and a spear! Are we about to see it?
Ooh, just dropped.
And the cover for the win.
This is it. And you know what that means? It means she probably has something even more devastating to finish her off with.
Dangerous situation here, guys.
Downright treacherous.
Reversal. What a counter.
And again, yet another counter.
Look at this raw power. Not what she was looking for.
When you look at this,
It looks like they both did their homework heading into this one. Unbelievable athleticism.
comes in off the tag. Kick right to the midsection.
Just ruthless.
Drew McIntyre fans with some reason to worry here. And there's the reversal from Drew McIntyre. Oh, elbow caught him right on the bridge of the nose.
The switch here to Carmella.
Setting up, rolling through.
Sit out powerbomb. And shoulders are down. Kicking out of that man used up her last bit of energy. And what a clothesline.
And it's Carmella answering back.
Wow, what a sequence. Back to the torso here.
Eliminate the core. This is a great move.
Carmella with a nice reversal.
And now that one's countered. That was impressive, Michael. Launched with a belly-to-belly.
All on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Suplex. It's starting to come together in a big way.
It's like she's tapped into some unseen energy source. Wow.
She returns the favor there.
Evading possible disaster there.
Wait a minute. Bone jarring.
Carmella with a nice reversal.
Launched with a belly-to-belly.
Shoulder clothesline.
Will it be? Near fall after near fall in this matchup here.
She kicked out there, but I don't know how much more she could take. And it's Carmella answering back.
Whoa, it's another reversal. Looks like she's struggling for air.
And that's a direct result of this continued assault on the torso.
Up on those shoulders. Elbow drop. slam.
What a clothesline.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Shoulders on the mat. Real close, too close for comfort.
Wow, Carmella somehow digs deep and finds a way to keep fighting. She's a beast.
Here we go.
Setting up, rolling through.
And the ropes break this one up.
Great ring awareness. This could be it.
Cover for the win. I can't believe it.
I hate to question her, Cole, but that was just plain silly.
How is this superstar still in this match?
Hard determination.
Man. Short clothesline hits its mark.
Here we go for the win. Dug down deep and gets the shoulder up. Barely.
Oh, nasty impact.
She is queuing it up again. What a scary drop. One of the best to ever do that move.
Dropped like a bad habit.
She's going for the cover.
1, 2, 3. The cover. And this one's history. What a win.
Here are your winners.
Took it to another level to gain that win.
Hey, this isn't just about going out there and making sure everybody's entertained. You gotta win your matches, and that's exactly what happened here. A will to win was on display.
The arena is still buzzing over that great match.
Been a busy night for Trey, as earlier he defended his WWE Championship in a steel cage match on SmackDown Live.
You have to admire his commitment to teaming with Ronda Rousey, but there is no way he's 100% going into this match.
A smart champion would be resting up for their next title defense, not out here competing in the mixed match challenge. But he can't get enough of the spotlight, and as a result, he's putting himself and his partner at risk.
Very unique vibe for this mixed tag team match, that's for sure. It's not your traditional tag team encounter.
Nasty! The hardest part of the ring.
Too quick to catch him there.
Launched with a belly-to-belly.
Well measured.
3.
Showing some quickness.
And this match can change that fast. And again, yet another counter.
Oh, able to counter. And the slam. Ooh, man.
Double axe handle.
You know, for somebody who hasn't been in the business all that long, I'd say Velveteen Dream sure does have a high opinion of himself. It's almost as if he looks down at the rest of the roster. He's feeling the effects of that last hit.
Kick right to the midsection. Uppercut. That'll cost some teeth.
To Michael's point about Velveteen Dream's disdain for the locker room, it's no secret that the superstar he detests the most are those who first made a name for themselves on the independent scene. That's how you wear down your opponent. Got it cinched in. This could be it.
No, another reversal. Neither one of them are willing to give an inch here.
He is just reeling from that offense.
What an uppercut.
Jarring. His offense is on point right now.
Great effort, but he'd better save something for later in the match.
Velveteen Dream is down, and it appears Trey and Ronda Rousey are going to attempt some kind of top rope double team maneuver. Ronda launches Trey into a somersault senton splash.
Yeah, it looked like Ronda might have tweaked something. Maybe her ankle?
And Trey gets the win for his team.
I think you're right, Saxton. Ronda Rousey is definitely in pain.
You okay?
No, I can't put weight on it.
I'm sorry. It's my fault.
This appears to be a very costly victory for Team Rowdy Trey.
This is on our WWE champion. He was banged up from the cage match, and that caused the timing to be off when Ronda launched him into that senton splash. So now they're both hurt. I hope it was worth it for Trey.
Well, you really blew it this time. Thanks to your screw-up last week, the doctor just said that Ronda has to pull out of the mixed match challenge.
Damn it.
But I've got some good news. I already found you a new partner.
Let me guess. You found someone who hasn't competed in WWE in 30 years.
Actually, I found someone who's never competed in WWE at all. Me! I'm stepping down as GM to become an active WWE superstar.
What?
I've been thinking about making the move to in-ring competitor for a while now, and this seemed like the perfect opportunity, especially with a chance to win money for charity. I just love giving back to the community whenever I can. Anyway, let me know if you want to talk strategy before our match tonight. Oh, and one more thing. I tied up some loose ends before I stepped down as GM. You're going to defend your WWE Championship against Samoa Joe on the special 1500th episode of SmackDown Live. In a submission match. Later, partner.
I can't believe Brooklyn's a WWE superstar now.
I can't believe I have to be her partner.
It's good she no longer has any authority, but it feels like she's even more ingrained in our lives.
At least it's now legal for you to punch her in the face. Again, I have to be her partner.
It can't be much worse than teaming with Drew McIntyre. It makes my skin crawl every time I have to tag him.
But you chose to team with McIntyre. I didn't have any say in this.
It wasn't like I had a ton of good options. Look, all that aside, I just have a feeling this isn't going to end well for anyone.
Well, at least I can still make the best of a bad situation and win some money for charity.
Even though I can't stand my partner, I still plan on winning the Mixed Match Challenge.
Same here, on both accounts.
This is a historic night as our former GM, Brooklyn Von Braun, makes her highly anticipated in-ring debut in WWE, replacing the injured Ronda Rousey.
I still can't believe Brooklyn and Trey are partners. I mean, talk about an unlikely pairing. They've been at each other's throats for like 20 years.
Well, we'll have to see if their adversarial past affects the American Hero's ability to work together in the Mixed Match Challenge.
I guess Brooklyn came up with that team name. Real creative.
Hey, at least it's not as bad as their opponents who call themselves the Moons Over My Sammy.
Kinda like that.
I bet you do. Textbook vertical suplex. Bam.
When it comes to Ember Moon, one thing's for certain, guys. She made an instant impact, handily beating Billie Kay in her first ever match at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2.
Another great night of action here tonight as WWE comes to you from the great city of Santa Clara.
A striking blow.
DDT.
Sami Zayn starting to struggle.
Elbow drop. Got the oh my goodness, crushing it. I have to agree with what Byron was saying about Ember Moon's debut. She made her presence felt on day one and never looked back, beating some pretty big names in the process.
Yeah, anytime you could say you defeated the likes of Shayna Baszler and Ruby Riott, you know you're legit.
He's fading, guys.
That corner is the only thing keeping him upright. Elusive movement there.
Launched with a belly-to-belly.
Turning the momentum to his favor.
Bottle that energy and he'd be a rich, rich man. Oh, brutal. Big elbow.
Nobody ever accused Sami Zayn of holding back.
It's hard to look at Sami Zayn now and think of him as an inspiring figure, but that's exactly who he was in his time at NXT. In fact, he was widely regarded as the heart and soul of NXT.
Launched with a belly-to-belly.
Wait a second, it appears Brooklyn wants Trey to attempt the same double team maneuver that injured Ronda Rousey.
Is she trying to prove she can do it better?
I don't know, but it looks like Trey's not quite sure about this after what happened to Ronda.
Perfect execution by the American heroes.
An impressive win for the new team of Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun.
I'm still not sure what to think about these two teaming. It's very strange.
It looks like Trey's still trying to get used to it as well.
I told you guys 100 times, Brooklyn's a professional. She likes winning much more than she dislikes Trey.
And here comes Trey's best friend Red for their mixed match challenge match.
Hey, good luck.
Well, that was awkward.
You don't want to read too much into anything, but it certainly looked like Red just ignored Trey altogether.
Well, it's obvious Red is upset about Trey teaming with Brooklyn, but she'd better get over it fast or it's going to end up costing her team this match.
As this mixed match challenge match begins, we have to consider the possibility that Red's team could end up facing Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun at some point.
Given what we know about Brooklyn's ability to get under Red's skin, that could definitely be a volatile situation.
You would think that since this whole thing's for charity, that everyone would be able to manage their emotions, but if Brooklyn triggers hothead Red, all bets are off. All the way over.
So many different styles on display here in this mixed tag team match.
Powerbomb planted.
I say Drew McIntyre's career is a story of two completely different chapters. McIntyre himself would tell you his first chapter didn't quite go as planned, but boy, chapter 2 is a whole nother story. She is just dominant right now.
She's a lady that can crank it up at the drop of a hat.
And it's Ruby Riott with the reversal. Ruby Riott with the reversal.
And Drew McIntyre just tagged himself in. Red didn't like that.
After some miscommunication on the tag, it appears Red and Drew McIntyre are having a minor disagreement.
This looks like it might be more than a minor disagreement. McIntyre is walking out and leaving Red to fight on her own.
Is anyone really surprised? This is what happens when two people who despise each other try to form a team.
At least Aleister Black isn't going to take advantage of this situation, as it looks like he's resigned to this essentially turning into a one-on-one match. It's no-nonsense, all-disruption approach to the world also translates to her approach in the ring. And it's an approach that has seen her cause chaos in this women's division. But guys, given the animosity here, I wouldn't at all be surprised if this match spilled out into Mannheim Road at some point here tonight. Big boot!
Down with a power bomb.
Knife edge chop. Oh, what a slam! That hurt! It's not looking good for Ruby Riott here.
She still has a lot of time to recover, though.
Oh, again! She's bringing the pressure on now.
Yeah, she's able to tap into an energy source few others can.
She's looking a bit out of it here.
Oh, she turns it around.
Oh, no, we've got a problem here, guys.
Ruby Riott is anti-establishment. She's an anarchist and someone who takes aim at those born with a silver spoon in their mouths. When it comes to Ruby, it is down with the system.
Samoan drop.
To Byron's point about Ruby Riott wanting to bring down the establishment, I need to agree with that. Ruby is controlled, calculated, and possesses an abundance of self-confidence.
All I hear is whining from you two. It's because of Ruby Riott's fantastic qualities that the Riott Squad is one cohesive unit. And the inspirational leader of the group is one of the premier competitors in WWE today.
Is it enough? Two. And she kicks out at 2.
She's still in this one.
Both of these competitors have so much resolve. It's going to take a...
Oh. Ruby Riott turns it around.
Ouch.
Oh, had that well scouted.
Oh, scoop slam.
Launched with a belly-to-belly. Nice amateur takedown.
You gotta love this match. So many different things happening all at once. Things are looking bleak for Ruby Riott here.
Yeah, this could be the end of the road for her.
Powerbomb.
Ruby Riott just too quick.
Wow, that was impressive.
Wow, she turned that one around.
And now that one's countered.
That was impressive, Michael.
Big back body drop.
What elevation.
Whoa, not so fast.
Goes into the pin. 2.
The singles match has come to an end. Wow.
Here is your winner, Christie.
Without even breaking a sweat, this one is over.
That'll knock Ruby Riott down a peg or two.
It'll be interesting to see the fallout following this big singles win here tonight.
After a couple more wins for both our teams, Trey and I would be in a position we'd never been in before, standing across the ring from each other as opponents in the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge.
Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Yeah, you too.
Do you mean that? Because it seems like you can't bring yourself to say the actual words.
I can totally say it, but now that you told me to, it won't mean as much.
Come on, just say it. Good luck.
Hey, look, it's your partner.
How convenient.
You're talking to the opposition before our match? You do realize I could give them a competitive advantage.
My team doesn't need an advantage to beat someone who's had less than 5 matches.
I'm pretty sure I had less than 5 matches when I was tapping you out in high school, and tonight will be exactly the same. Except this time, a whole lot more people will see me embarrass you. Come on, we need to discuss what we're going to do with our prize money after we win. I was thinking we donate it to victims of identity heft. It's when people identify as skinny, but they're actually really fat. I think Red might have it.
This is it, the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge. One of these teams will take home $500,000 to donate to a charity of their choice.
Don't bury the lead, Cole. The charity part's nice, but the real story here is that best friends Red and Trey are facing each other for the first time ever. Things could get very interesting.
Normally, I think you guys are just trying to stir up drama, but Red and Trey have definitely seemed a bit off lately, and this match certainly won't help matters.
Going after the upper body.
And it's targeted attacks like this that put people on shelves for...
Look at this. She's really taking it to her core here.
And you can't argue with the results.
Taking it to...
These attacks to the core are clearly having an effect here, Cole.
Wow, what a sequence. Escapes in a nick of time. She's really taking it to her core here.
And you can't argue with the results.
Just assaulting the torso here.
Clearly part of the game plan, Michael.
Elbow drop. She's starting to tire a little.
Reverses. Can she take advantage?
The switch here to Drew McIntyre. Enziguri.
Right on the mark.
And what a reversal from Drew McIntyre. In off the tag. She's in control. She's going after her midsection again.
And can you blame her? It practically has a target on it at this point.
From behind.
Attacking the core now.
Yeah, without your core, Michael, you are essentially useless.
Look at this raw power.
You can't take much more of this.
I'm not used to seeing this. Oh, it didn't go as planned there.
She's going after her midsection again.
And can you blame her? It practically has a target on it at this point.
Just assaulting the torso here.
Clearly part of the game plan, Michael.
She's really taking it to her core here.
And you can't argue with the results.
Looking for the victory!
Guess not.
Taking it to the midsection.
These attacks to the core are clearly having an effect here, Cole.
This could be big.
Oh, incredible height. Forget it. She's counting sheep. Hey, what goes up must come down.
She's taking charge here.
She's flipped the switch.
Hoping to end it here.
This is it.
1, 2. And a kick out after a long 2.
Not yet.
She's really taking it to her core here.
And you can't argue with the results.
Not looking good, guys.
Slammed down hard.
Saw that one coming. And another reversal.
Seems like we're back where we began, Michael. Back suplex.
Down with a power bomb. Lariat. Oh, what a spear!
Heavy duty right hand.
She's got the shoulders down. Gets the shoulder up. Wow, what's it going to take?
She just will not go away.
Once more, setting it up. Anticipated. Here comes another one.
Not the fall that hurts, it's the sudden stop at the end. If that's not it, I don't know what is.
Gotta make the shoulders down. This could be it. Despite having obvious differences, Red and Drew McIntyre are your mixed match challenge winners.
Differences is a nice way to put it. Red and McIntyre despise each other. It's a testament to their in-ring toughness that they were able to overcome their discord and win the whole thing.
I just hope that now that this is over, there won't be any hard feelings between Red and Trey. They've been through too much together to let something like this get between them.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up with you riding with her?
Relax. I offered him a ride since we're both going to the gym.
Look, I know we usually ride together, but I wanted to get some extra training in since Samoa Joe basically wants to strangle me to death with his crazy cyborg arm at SmackDown 1500.
I'd be happy to help you work on your submissions. It's really the only way you're going to survive the coquina clutch. I mean, that little reversal trick you taught him might have worked in their first match, but let's face it, he needs some real training. After all, my MMA record was 24-2. The 2 losses were DQs for eye gouging, so really, I was undefeated.
You training me is a great idea. It could help me survive Samoa Joe, and who knows, maybe even beat him.
Good. We'll get started right away. And by the way, I didn't get a chance to congratulate you on winning the Mixed Match Challenge. It actually inspired me.
To what? Quit?
No. Your donation of the $500,000 to that animal shelter in our hometown got me thinking. What can Brooklyn do to help? So I decided to donate $1 million of my own personal money to the shelter.
Wow, that's amazing.
They're naming an entire wing after me. Did you get a wing?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I guess $500K isn't really wing money. But hey, I have the director's info. I'll see if they can at least name something after you. Maybe a maintenance closet or a bathroom stall. I'll let you know when we can get started on that training, partner.
So what, are you friends with her now?
No, it's not like that.
Well, it seems like that. I mean, first you're riding with her, and now you're training with her? Did you forget this is the same person who tormented us for 20 years?
I got to ride with her one time, and besides, she's changed, okay? I mean, she just donated $1 million of her own money to an animal shelter. Bad people don't do that.
How naive are you? She's obviously lying about the donation to try and get under my skin. There's no way she would ever actually do something good like that. She's always been fake, and this is no different.
Can't assume any of that.
I'm not assuming she's a terrible person. I know that. And I thought you did too.
Come on. That mural's kind of freaking me out. It feels like you're watching me from every angle.
I am. But focus here. So when Samoa Joe gets you in the coquina clutch this time,
How do you know he'll get me in it?
it's a submission match, which means he'll be going for it early and often. So you have to be prepared. And what I was going to say before you interrupted me...
Sorry, won't happen again.
What I was going to say is your little trick you used against him 10 years ago when you rolled backwards to get the win isn't going to work this time. He'll be ready. And even if you pulled it off, it won't do any good because this is a submission
Rivalry match. Rivalry submission match.
Right. So I'm Samoa Joe, and I'm going to put you in the coquina clutch. Try to escape.
I tap.
That was pathetic.
I know. How am I ever gonna beat Samoa Joe? I mean, once she cinches in that arm around my neck, it's all over. Goodbye, WWE Championship. Goodbye, Trachea. Goodbye, Earth. Hello, big ring in the sky. Hopefully.
Okay, stop. You're spiraling. It's not about his arm. It's about his legs.
Huh?
I studied hours of footage of Samoa Joe locking in the coquina clutch. You're welcome. And I discovered a hidden flaw that's going to allow you to counter it and beat him. Give me your phone. Voice password?
Trey and Peyton Royce forever?
Voice recognition volume too low. Please try again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever. It's a joke. Please don't tell her.
Anyway, like I said, I watched a lot of tape on Samoa Joe, and I discovered this. Watch his ankles. See how he crosses them? He does it every time. That's your opening to beat him.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't. Let me show you. Put me in the coquina clutch and make sure you cross your ankles like Joe does.
What the heck was that?
The secret to not getting the life choked out of you and walking away with your WWE championship.
Wow, this is weird to say with all our history, but I don't know what I'd be doing right now without your help.
I guess I've been in a charitable mood lately.
Well, seriously, thanks for teaching me this. So, I guess we're good to go now?
Are you kidding? You haven't actually learned how to do the counter yet. On your back. We're going to start with a hip motion. I'll film on your phone so you can watch it back later. It locked again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever!
Hey, what are you doing?
Studying my training footage. I think I actually have a chance tonight thanks to Brooklyn.
Yeah, about her.
I don't want to get into it again. I need to focus on my match.
I actually wanted to apologize. I might have been acting a little crazy lately.
A little?
Okay, slightly more than a little. I called the animal shelter that Brooklyn said she donated the money to, and turns out she wasn't lying.
See? I told you she's changed.
I think I just got caught up with us competing against each other in the mixed match challenge. And then I felt like I was losing my best friend to pretty much the worst person I could imagine. But maybe she's not the worst person after all. There's probably some terrible dictators or criminals on death row who are slightly worse.
That's very big of you to say that. So you should be cool with the fact that Brooklyn is going to be in my corner tonight then, right? I need her out there to coach me through the technique she taught me.
Totally cool with that. Not bothered at all. Besides, I have a big announcement to focus on.
About what?
Well, I decided to get back to concentrating on the list, and there's one thing on there I always wanted to accomplish, but it never seemed possible. Especially when Brooklyn was GM, no offense to your new BFF. But since this is a very special episode of SmackDown Live, it's the perfect time to make it happen. Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Hey, you finally said it.
And I meant it. We celebrate 1,500 episodes of SmackDown Live. On nights like this, we look back at the amazing superstars who helped us get here. For me, personally, when I was an awkward teenager, the thought that I could someday do this seemed like a total long shot. But I was inspired by women like Beth Phoenix, the Bellas, Natalia, and Mickie James. Around that time, I created this list of goals I'd someday want to accomplish if I ever made it to WWE. Well, I think I've more than made it. But there's one thing on this list that all those women I mentioned accomplished. But I never have, because it's kind of impossible now. But if I've learned anything on my journey, it's that nothing is truly unattainable. The goal I'm referring to is winning the title that I grew up watching. The WWE Divas Championship. Like I said, kind of hard to do considering it hasn't existed in almost 15 years. But I'm proposing that WWE bring the Divas Championship back so I can honor the women who blazed a path for me and prove that no dream is ever hopeless or unimaginable.
Wait, what? And you want me to tell her right now?
I'm sorry, but I was just told to inform you that the Divas Championship is already spoken for.
Already spoken for? It hasn't existed in over a decade. How is that even possible?
They said you would hear more in the very near future. That's all I know.
What just happened?
I have no idea, but apparently someone in the back has other plans for the Divas Championship.